Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
Yeah, and looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Hawks heading on the board first. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Holiday, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
This is what you like with today's guards. A lot of them have that extra size and strength to challenge in the paint.
And now that we have some time away from it, Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history.
Now, here's Capella. Goes back up. The kick out to Young. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
To the wing right side. Holiday against Young.
He sees the whole floor, and he's making some quick decisions. Trae Young gets what he wants from the mid-range.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Pass to Herter. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Capella inside. Lopez is there. And it's Capella missing. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Young with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And finished off by Collins.
Got to know where Collins is, especially when the break is on. He runs the floor beautifully.
Antetokounmpo against Collins. Middleton outside. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. The pass to Middleton. Here's the 3. No good on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Young's shot is off.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Holiday against Young. It's stolen by Capella. Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Collins against Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Collins. Young outside. 40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Collins. Knocked away. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rondo. Yep, that one goes.
And the strength of Rondo finishing through contact.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Augustine against Rondo. Craig kicks to Forbes. 9 feet out. Here's Portis, and it's blocked. And here's Bogdanovich. 9 points last game out. Outside Rondo. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the replay center.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Hawks on top. They lead by a bucket. 2K Sports back in a moment.
Definitely getting slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Setting the floor for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. And it's Craig in at the four-man position. Back to Portis. Kicks it to Augustine. Left side, Portis. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
That one misses. Forbes the pass to Augustine, and it's blocked, and they get it back. Back to Portis. Tries again, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Portis.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trailing. Rondo on top. He dishes it to Okongwu. The rebound by the Bucks. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the shot goes down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gallinari dishes to Bogdanovich. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Gallinari. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Poked loose. Collins with it. Picked up by Portis. And it's Capella missing. Bucks leading by 4. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's Craig. Pass to Forbes. 4 on the clock. The Bucks working the ball around. Giannis kicks to Connaughton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Young taking his time here. The dish to Collins. Back to Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for. I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Collins against Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Lopez. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Capella. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good. Reddish has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
Now here's Middleton. Not a lot of room. The kick out to Holiday. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's DiVincenzo. Chalk up 2 there. DiVincenzo's got his first points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And some good. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 roaming the paint. Middleton against Capella. Holiday the pass to Lopez. And it's good, 2 points. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Young inside, guarded by Holiday. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Young.
Perfect play to run there to get a clean look.
Here's Giannis. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Back to Holiday. To the middle. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Collins. No good. That would have tied it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Now here's DiVincenzo. D right on him.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Reddish with the slam.
Solid transition play from Cam Reddish, working hard to make an impact.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. Man, has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping him.
Inside, here's Capella. Makes it off the glass. Capella's got the lead back up to 2 now for Atlanta.
And not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Atlanta making some changes. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Reddish. Tony Snell comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. And Milwaukee also making a switch. DJ Augustine's checked in for Drew Holiday. Rondo passes to Capella. And good that time. Capella's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Wow, defensively, for some reason, they've come out flat here in the second half.
Out left to the wing. Kick out to Giannis. There's 1:17 left to play here in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Portis, he's off on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Snell kicks to Okongwu. Cuts off the pass. And it's the Bucks on the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Bucks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Craig's checked in. Augustine, that's good. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Hawks passing it around. Bogdanovic inside. Here's Connaughton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Up the floor with 4 seconds on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. And the Bucks making a change here. And so he hits both. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks ahead, up by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on.
Just keep grinding. Keep getting stuff.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. They've got Chris Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in it with the shooting guard. Bogdanovic wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Bogdanovic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Holiday with it. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Rondo passes to Bogdanovic. Rondo kicks to Gallinari. Down low. Young against Middleton. Clock at 6. Shots good from Young.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Outside Holiday. And it's blocked. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Gallinari dishes to Rondo. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Young. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. For the Hawks, Reddish comes in for Bogdanovich. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Kicks it down to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Here's Connaughton, defended by Young.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And there's the pass to Young. Now the feed to Okongwu. Out to Gallinari. Pass to Young. Taken away by Holiday. And even 3-on-3 break. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Holiday goes in. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And it's John Collins in for Gallinari. The Bucks also with the sub. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. To the paint. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. Passes it to Collins. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Atlanta lead.
On the interior, Collins shows good footwork, knows how to use his body, and knows how to adjust.
Holiday against Young. Rebound, Atlanta. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. This is to Reddish. Just 5 to shoot. Lopez with the steal. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That one goes in.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Huerter passes to Capella. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Reddish dishes to Collins. He feeds it to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Huerter. A second chance effort. Giannis against Collins. To the left wing. Now here's Reddish. He's covered closely. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
Pass to Middleton, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Young on the wing. Over Holiday. The Hawks again can't hit. Left side Collins. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Collins kicks to Young. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on them. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
votes?
I'll give you all a hint. This person received more than 5 million votes. Was it Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, James Harden, or Kevin Durant? That is a whole lot of votes.
For sure, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but one of these is my favorite player, and that happens to be the answer to this question. So get it right and get that VC.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan. We are...
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Now here's Giannis. 26 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
It was his rebound that stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Simmons against Holiday. And then Simmons slams it in.
How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Now here's Green following the miss by Brook Lopez. And Curry has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. That one no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good with the triple. For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6. Oh, what a beautiful play.
What intensity. Did you see that? Great.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. He feeds it to Embiid. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks trail by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday gets the bucket.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Now here's Simmons. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's pretty clear that Adam Silver would like to implement, Chris, a mid-season tournament. What do you think would motivate teams for something like that?
Man, it depends, Kevin. It could be money, or it could make the games count extra, or different seeding or position of seeding in the playoffs. These days, I guess it wouldn't hurt to try.
For 3, Middleton up again, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now, here's Maxey, defended by Middleton. Hilton the pass to Howard, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Love the aggressive mind state. Howard showing how authoritative he is inside.
And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. 59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. The 76ers leading by 3. And Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Out to the wing. Here's Korkmaz, defended by Middleton. Pass to Howard. Over onto Kumbo. And the shot is long. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. The 76ers also with a sub. Eibel's checked in. Here's Korkmaz. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, you can't allow Howard to get this kind of positioning. He's confident in his ability to score inside.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of this game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Both free throws good from Augustine.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Thibault. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot!
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the 76ers, we've got Maxey. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Thibault in at the shooting guard position. Milton's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Forbes the pass to Craig. The shot comes out, and Philadelphia the other way now. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
I look forward to seeing which team can dictate the style of play. I mean, that's going to set the tone for this entire series.
Here is Forbes, defended by Thibault. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to 6. That one coming from Portis.
If this speaks to how strong Portis is, it's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
Maxey passes to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Howard. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Milwaukee has possession. 8-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
And it's sent back by Howard. Maxey passes to Howard. Knocks it loose. Over to the left wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 10-point 76ers lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Augustine passes to Portis. Back to Augustine. Howard against Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Lobbed up there for Howard. Leaps for it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession waster.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Augustine. .135 left in the first half. Fords the pass to Lopez, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. Curry against DiVincenzo. Curry is inside. Embiid, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Harris against Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And they double up Simmons. Pass to Embiid. It's Curry outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. 1 second left, and Curry puts it in. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. And Simmons slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 10 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. They double him with Middleton. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Philadelphia now. To the inside. Milton's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 12.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Back to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Connaughton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bucks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. So he gets them both. Philadelphia leading by 10. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. His three-pointers off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 7 points.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Curry deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Middleton.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays. Oh!
Nice. And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Maxey, guarded by Holiday. Feeds to Howard. And the call and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Simmons against Augustine. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Augustine passes to Lopez. Back to Augustine. The feed now to Lopez. And stolen by Simmons. Bible on the wing. Passes it to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Outside Holiday. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He gets it up. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Almost, but it rolls out.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence. Guys?
Check Simmons.
Simmons against Antetokounmpo. And Simmons slams it in.
Can't afford to lose Simmons in a screen in a row. When you do, he torches you for that mistake.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing here by 8. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Have a look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Outside, Simmons. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Oh, the physicality of Simmons on display. Showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Simmons against Holiday. And that one drops for him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And look at that, the massive size of Embiid. He uses it well to cause problems for the defense.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Curry's checked in, and Embiid drops them both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Holiday looking for an opening. Giannis with it, outguarded by Simmons, and stolen by Simmons. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. The 76ers with another miss. Bucks trail by 8, inside. Here's Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Simmons against Antetokounmpo. Simmons passes to Embiid. Yep, that one goes in there.
Never easy trying to stop Embiid. Even when you foul him, he still finds ways to muscle shots in.
Now Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside. No points. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Embiid. That's good from Brook Lopez.
And what I like about Lopez is his throwback game. He's most dangerous when he's operating close to the basket.
Simmons on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Green's got his first basket of the night.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Over Green. Middleton can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 8. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Giannis passes to Middleton. Knocks down the 3-ball. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. The offensive rebound. Lopez, no luck. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Sinks the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons passes to Embiid, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling. And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
The pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Embiid. Antetokounmpo, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
So it's...
Fly your hand out, cut the family.
Triple threat. There are 19 reward cards available, and trust me, you're gonna want these cards for your lineup. For the Galaxy Opals, you can earn Brandon Roy and Wes Unseld. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Dumars, Allen Iverson, and more. And if you complete the entire All-Star Spotlight Sim, you'll be rewarded with
And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the back. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Philadelphia, Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Philadelphia. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Collins. Passes it to Reddish. And stolen by Simmons. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
Here's Capella after Ben Simmons' bucket. There's the pass to Young. Shoots. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating. And that unlocks so many other options for him.
Left side Curry. Green left side. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Young passes to Reddish. Back to Young. The Hawks working the ball around to the left side wing. Collins against Harris. 5 to shoot. A putback. The 76ers are gone. 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Curry with the 3. And so they foul intentionally. Gallinari, he's checked in for Atlanta. Embiid against Collins. This one for 3. Embiid, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Curry. Last game out, he had 14. Pass to Embiid. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Hawks with possession here. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Young against Simmons. Floats one. It's good. Young's got his second basket.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Now here's Simmons. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Here's Korkmaz following the 3 by Atlanta. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Rondo. Outside Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Here's Snell. An 11-point game for him in the win against Orlando. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Nice move. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Korkmaz, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Bogdanovich wide open. Second chance shot. Okongwu kicks to Snell. Here's Bogdanovich. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Bogdanovich out there with Okongwu. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Rondo in a point.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Here's Capella following the basket by Dwight Howard. Rondo passes to Capella. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Sixers pick up two. Here's Capella. Rebounded by Howard. 76ers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Milton's shot is good. Milton's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Rondo. Okongwu dishes to Snell. Right side, Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Korkmaz, no good. The Hawks trail by 3.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's Thibault following the bucket by the Hawks. Feeds it to Howard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Now, here's Capella. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Maxey. He dishes it to Howard. And stolen by Okongwu. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. It's stolen by Milton, all by himself. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. A nice shot by Young.
Maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Young's jumper stretches defense, which gives him more room to get by his man.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Young looking it over. Collins kicks to Reddish. Young outside. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia leading by 4. Outside Green. Here's Embiid. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. Embiid's got 6.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
To the paint. Here's Herter. It's stolen by Green. 3 on 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Young. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Embiid.
You know, the cleverness Young possesses is just uncanny. Puts the defense in a bind whenever he drives it to the rack.
And so Young nails them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid. Collins with some nice D.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Gallinari. And that concludes the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3 spot. And so it's Atlanta with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Back to Young. Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. 5 on the clock. And contact on the and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Curry after the miss from Joel Embiid. Curry can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Reddish the pass to Capella. Reddish kicks to Young. Collins up top. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Over Harris. Here's Capella. Passes to Herter. Young with no one around. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his third basket of the night.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Green dishes to Simmons. He kicks to Embiid. Second shot opportunity, and Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got 6 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Collins. Back to Capella. Embiid with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Simmons. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Hawks trail by 6. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green, and it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Back to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. There's the feed to Reddish. Just his first attempt. And Embiid with the block.
A stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Gallinari, he's checked in for Reddish. Up top, Simmons. He's covered by Rondo.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Howard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Maxey's checked in for Ben Simmons.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Capella with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Gallinari passes to Rondo. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far. Now, here's Maxey. Defense is right there. Misses the layup. The Hawks trail by 6. Throws it up high. Out to Gallinari. And the pass to Rondo. Outside, Bogdanovich. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Collins checked in for Okongwu. Philadelphia leading by 6. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. And Bogdanovich kicks to Capella. Dishes it to Gallinari. Outside Rondo. That one good for 2. Rondo's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
And we've reached the end of the third. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young and Huerter make up the backcourt. Bogdanovich out there with Gallinari, and it's Collins in at the center. Back to Huerter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Atlanta making a switch here. Reddish is checked in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 4. And Simmons slams it in.
This is why you must get Simmons out the paint, because he's fantastic when it comes to dunking.
Gallinari outside. Back to Herter. It's Young on the wing. Pass to Collins. Fourth quarter still Young, just over a minute play. Good D by Embiid. To the paint. And the dunk by Embiid.
Once again, how dominant he is. I mean, once Embiid gets rolling, it's like an avalanche.
Feeds to Young. Back to Herter. Young against Curry. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Young.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Simmons inside. Defended by Young. They get it back. Simmons inside. He's against Young. A nice shot by Embiid.
Can't let Embiid get comfortable inside. When he's this close, he's adept at burning the defense.
Pass to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's Green. Inside. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Young finds Gallinari to the inside. It's stolen by Green. It's Curry outside. Embiid with it. Jacks up a three. No good on that one.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Misses off the left iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Outside for Simmons. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Capella's checked in. Passes it to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 5 assists in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
And here's Young from the arc. The Hawks again can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 10. Simmons dishes to Harris. Bobbed up there for Embiid.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Young. Good work there as it goes.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Philadelphia.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Now, here is Young. He gets it in there.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
Outside, Simmons. From deep three-point range, but they get it back. The pass to Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Let's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis against Collins. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Holiday surveying the floor. Good work defensively by Capella.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Young passes to Collins.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Young dishes to Reddish for the 3. Atlanta now working with a new shot clock. Nice hit again. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5 in that rim shrinking.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo, and they take the lead.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Capella. Another shot. The kick out to Young. Back to Collins. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Kicks it down to Middleton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Bogdanovich. He trains the quick shot.
Well, Bogdanovich is a shooter, and he's got good feel from the mid-range.
Bucks leading by 3. Middleton outside. Trying to get open is Lopez. The 3-pointer no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Here's Capella. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off of his shot.
Now, here's Capella. Puts it up from 17, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. To the paint, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
To the wing on the left. Rondo against Holiday. Rondo kicks to Capella. Down low, here's Bogdanovich, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bogdanovich has got 6 points. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Forbes. Tries again. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Portis in at the 5. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Pass to Craig. To the left side wing. To the inside. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Augustine. Inside. Rebound, Atlanta. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Trae Young comes in for Rajon Rondo. Augustine up top, defended by Young. Augustine, that's good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Young passes to Okongwu. And here's the break. And Augustine kicks to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Portis. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Bucks leading by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Kicks to Giannis. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and the shot goes in. Portis has got his second bucket.
What a beautiful play. Giannis so mobile coming off the pick. And did I mention long?
Young passes to Okongwu. Back to Young. Feeds it to Okongwu. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, drills the three-pointer.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Young passes to Snell. Back to Young from past the arc. They get the rebound. Out to the right wing. Back to Herter. They shoot again. The pass to Okongwu. Craig pulls it in. Bucks leading by 8. To the inside. DiVincenzo kicks to Craig. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Collins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. Young looking it over. The three. It's rebounded by Portis. Here's Forbes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. And, Shaq, you bestowed your... That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. Over in the corner, Reddish. Offline with his three.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming. That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Now here's DiVincenzo after Clint Capella's miss. Antetokounmpo.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Holiday against Young. Stolen by Middleton. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Young is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
And no question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now, here is Gallinari. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. They get it again. Here's Capella. Out to Gallinari. Pass to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Down low. It's deflected. 2 free throws coming up, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both free throws good from Capella. Bucks leading by 12. Augustine looking around. To the paint. And Lopez throws it down hard.
And that's about as flashy as you're going to see Brook Lopez get. What a play.
Lays it up off the glass. Rondo's got his second basket of the night. The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Augustine dishes to Lopez. Back to Augustine. He kicks it to Holiday. He dishes it to Middleton. Over Gallinari. Middleton can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Capella. Gallinari passes to Rondo. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity, and Capella with the layup.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Bucks passing it around. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Basket good. Lopez has got 6.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Bogdanovich looking around. Rondo against Augustine. And Gallinari kicks to Reddish. And that one, good.
I like it when Cam Reddish decides on pick and rolls to attack. He's coming right at you.
Augustine with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Middleton for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got his second basket of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Milwaukee leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Reddish dishes to Rondo. Gallinari. And it's Gallinari on the follow.
Well, Gallo almost pushes 7 feet, so he comes up with the offensive rebound and putback because of his size.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Young with the steal. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing abilities sparked the fast break.
Bucks leading by 7. Giannis outside. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Outside Collins. Pass to Herter. Back to Collins. Clock at 4. The 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
Holiday against Young to the paint. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Stolen by Collins. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. The kick out to Young. Back to Herter. Young, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the putback. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Bucks leading by 7. Middleton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. Middleton for 3. Second chance shot. And Portis with the layup.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Collins passes to Young. Over Holiday. That one a little long. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Kicks it down to Middleton. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 12. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Back to DiVincenzo. Kicks to Middleton from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. At the elbow, it's Reddish. Hawks passing it around. And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to have any cash prizes
for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. It's not going to go for him. Giannis left side. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Cans the shot from the wing. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. And here's Giannis from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside. There's the triple. Holiday with the defensive effort. Banked in off the glass.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
2K TV, Dave Fry. Now, your organization had the #1 pick last year. You guys selected JVM, and now you are defending champions. Congratulations. So the upcoming draft, what is your organization looking for in order to defend the title?
All we're looking for in this year's draft to kind of help us, try to go back to back is somebody that's going to come in and just kind of buy.
The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. A look from
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
For travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had imbalance in conferences forever. So that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Lopez against Simmons. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Middleton. Really played well against Memphis in his last outing. Holiday, no one around him. Great positioning on the putback.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. And Simmons slams it in.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the jam by Harris.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time, the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
Count it.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Simmons against Holiday. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Antetokounmpo.
Boy, supported by great vertical explosiveness, Embiid continues to dominate as a rim protector.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Shot's good by Middleton.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Simmons dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Giannis passes to Holiday. Dishes it to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. He feeds it to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 4. In the corner, Simmons with it. That 3 off the mark. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the script.
For me, it comes with
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. And Portis throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Craig passes to Connaughton. That ties the game. Connaughton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Tries from 10. Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Portis kicks to Connaughton. Passes it to Augustine. Portis with it. Back to Augustine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Augustine with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Augustine's running. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Korkmaz, no good. Feeds to Howard. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Augustine finds Portis. Here's Craig. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Augustine passes to Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Holiday against Simmons. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, and you know, for Simmons to be so young, he has a great basketball IQ, and he plays to his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
And to Kumbo inside. Harris is there.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Curry kicks to Green. In the corner, Simmons with it. It's good. This game is all even. Simmons got 14.
With Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
Lopez outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. And there's the pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Giannis from outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He had 14 points. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A 2-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Kicks it down to Middleton. Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And so here is Philadelphia. Simmons with it. He's got 16. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And G.A. Chris Middleton, over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, the quickness by Simmons, breathtaking. So good at blowing by whoever's trying to stay in front of him.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The drive by. Oh, that was terrific.
Good. And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Holiday surveying the floor. That gives them the lead. Middleton's got 10 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Down low. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second half. Oh, the power on that throwdown. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Holiday against Simmons. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second basket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. And Middleton subbed in for Augustine. They get it back. Howard. Great D that time from Portis. The Bucks trail. Here's Middleton, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And 12 points for Chris Middleton.
Well, you always like to see a guy show the kind of effort Middleton does. I mean, just willing himself to the bucket through and past contact.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
Now, here's Milton. Covered by Giannis. Milton the pass to Scott. And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Middleton outside. Out to the wing. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Korkmaz, and the rejection by Giannis. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Kicks it down to Middleton. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Howard. Then there's Maxey. And it's Thibault in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And Giannis gets it to go.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Maxey passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Giannis passes to Portis. And here is DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Maxey, no good. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. On the 3 off target. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Green, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton.
The slashability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive, cutting mentality.
Middleton can't get it to go. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. They trail by 1. To take the lead, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Embiid, the big fella, on the catch and shoot. Nice.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside for Simmons. Back to Thibault. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
It's Giannis with the drive. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Curry's checked in for Matisse Thybulle.
Checking in for the 76ers, Seth Curry.
Bucks trail by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Giannis high post. Harris is there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you got to have a plan for Giannis on the drive. I mean, he's extremely aggressive. The defense really unable to handle him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And they double up Simmons. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
The 76ers shooting an offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Really like how Simmons commands the ball, especially in key moments.
Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Giannis inside. Guarded by Harris. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Giannis. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Bucks. Giannis against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player, somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Here's DiVincenzo. That shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. No good there. Good D by Embiid. Curry on the wing. Shoots the 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Curry looking around. Outside, Simmons. 5 on the clock. Yes!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
In the corner, Middleton with it. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. It was up for grabs, right? And all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony. Here's with the Hawk, and we've got...
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks are...
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. Now here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation.
And stolen by Simmons. Harris against Collins. Embiid. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. And stolen by Harris. Here's Embiid, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Outside Collins. Young taking his time here. Basket counts.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young against Simmons.
Love it, love it.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
The kick out to Young. Collins with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Outside Collins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Collins.
It's amazing that in the 2017 draft, Collins went just 21st overall. That's a steal, folks. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Embiid against Capella. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Young pass to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Simmons. A 17-point game for him in the win against Utah. Embiid, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Passes it to Herter. Hawks passing it around. 5 to shoot. Capella. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And Young kicks to Collins. Reddish dishes to Collins. Pass to Reddish. Now, here is Young. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Pass to Embiid. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Here's Young. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading by 6. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Some players drift in and out of the action. Trae, he's always right in the middle of things.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Kevin Herter. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Back to Rondo. Inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Gallinari.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
The drive, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on Philadelphia?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Howard is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the three, the small forward.
Unselfish play by Gallinari, a natural-born scorer, showing a willingness to facilitate.
Howard in the post. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the 76ers making a change here. Simmons is checked in. Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. And it's blocked by Simmons. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Bogdanovich passes to Rondo. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Okongwu. Over Howard.
Yeah, and that's what Howard is known for, that lockdown defense, which is truly suffocating.
Outside, Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got 20. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Gallinari. Bogdanovich dishes to Gallinari, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the rejection by Embiid. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Clint Capella comes in for Okongwu. And it's Reddish in for Tony Snell. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Seth Curry in for Simmons.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Taken away. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Up and in on the layup. Simmons got the lead up to 12 now for Philadelphia.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Young passes to Capella. Young outside. The shot's good.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
Young against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Young. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Simmons against Young. Simmons looking it over. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simmons got 28.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Outside Collins. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
The power and the tenacity that this kid shows, Collins not to be denied.
Atlanta shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Here's Simmons. Young with the steal. And here they go. And so we conclude the first half. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 28. And that should...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. The Hawks trail by 9. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 12.
This kid knows when to shoot, when to drive, and when to kick. Trae Young has been out of this world tonight.
Outside, Simmons. A floater, and it's in there. Simmons got 30 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Young outside. Back to Herter. And the rejection by Embiid. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running, and Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
And Herter gets it to go.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside, Simmons. The feed to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. Goes back up. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Up top, Simmons. 32 points in the game. Rebounded by Capella.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The 76ers leading by 7. And it's Simmons penetrating. The layup missed.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Young. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Simmons with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. And Simmons slams it in.
Crafty and smooth. Simmons tearing up the nets. He is definitely a rising star.
And the pass to Capella. And Embiid with the block. And he recovers it. Passes it to Young. In the corner, Collins with it. Capella with it. Guarded by Embiid. Here's Young. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
And the dunk by Capella.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. The drive by Simmons. Count it, good. Simmons got 38 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Down low, here's Capella. Plays it up and banks it in. 36 seconds left in the third.
Who's got Simmons?
Here's Simmons. He has 38 in the game. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 40 points.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
To the inside. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Young. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
It's stolen by Reddish. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Maxey in at point. Rondo against Simmons. Rondo kicks to Gallinari. The dish to Snell. Back to Gallinari. Howard with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Simmons on the wing. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got 42 in the game.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Bogdanovic. Good on the leaner.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside, Simmons. And the layup is good. Simmons got 16 points here in the second half.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Bogdanovich finds Gallinari. And Okongwu has it in the corner. And it's sent back by Howard. Simmons with it. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Oh, that's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's denied. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
How about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances despite the D's best efforts.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz, and it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Simmons, and another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And it's Capella missing. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Bobbed up there for Embiid. Young with the steal. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins passes to Huerter. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Philadelphia. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Three-pointer by Embiid. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Capella kicks to Collins. Young outside. Fires the three. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Maxey, that one off the back iron and out. And the Hawks with possession here. A 12-point game. The shot by Reddish, no good. And here is Green. Here's Maxey. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead. Thank you, David. Great interview.